Good morning, one and all. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss about analysis of combinatorial configuration in hybrid model. So, what is the need of combinatorial configuration? What is the need of hybrid model? Generally, the hybrid model is developed in order to analyze the statistics of amplifier configuration. Here, we have three amplifier configurations: common base, common emitter, and common collector. Among these three, we concluded that common emitter configuration is having advantages over common base and common collector. Therefore, let us analyze the common emitter configuration characteristic statistics or the statistical values of common emitter configuration. The most popular configuration of a transistor amplifier is CE. Hence, the analysis of common emitter amplifier yields the important parameters of the amplifier such as voltage gain and current gain, input impedance, output impedance in terms of H parameter. Okay, that is why in the previous video lesson we have discussed about hybrid model for all the three configurations. From that we have defined the hybrid parameters for all the three configurations. That is for common base, common emitter as well as common collector. So from these three, for common emitter configuration, let us discuss or calculate these four basic parameters. Those are voltage gain, current gain, input impedance and output impedance. Based on these four values, we can decide that where this common emitter configuration can be used, in which applications the common emitter amplifier circuit is fit or used. Okay, here consider a simple common emitter amplifier is constructed by connecting an external load, that is here ZL. ZL is the external load and the signal source in the below figure. This is this one is the signal source and this is the external load. The equivalent hybrid model of the circuit is shown in figure. Okay, the remaining this is a CE amplifier circuit. So for this CE, already we developed a hybrid model. So for that hybrid model, include this voltage source and RS and ZL. That's it. Nothing. For which calculate the voltage gain, current gain, input impedance and output impedance. Let us see how it will be. This hybrid equivalent circuit is valid for any type of load, whether it is pure resistance or impedance or another transistor. It is assumed that H parameters remain constant over the operating range. This is very important. Okay, this hybrid parameter model or these H parameters, four H parameters we have defined: input impedance, HIE, HRE, HFE, HOE. For this common emitter, these hybrid parameters are remain constant. These values are constant over a operating point. Further, the input is sinusoidal. IB, VBE, IC and VCE are phasor quantities. Okay, the input which here the Vs is a sinusoidal signal. IB, input current, VBE, input voltage, IC, output current, VCE, output voltage are phasor quantities. Okay, here this is the equivalent circuit of a common emitter amplifier. Okay, which consists of input impedance HIE, HRE. This is a voltage source. HRE VCE. Okay, next. This is a current gain in the output side. This is a current gain or current source. HFE IB. This is IB and HOE output admittance. Okay, up to here, this is the hybrid model for common emitter configuration. Next, the remaining circuitry which is connected to the uh, this voltage source and source resistance ZL external load. These are connected to the given two port network. This one, okay, ZL. This one. This should be connected to our hybrid model of a CE amplifier. Okay, for this, in order to calculate the voltage gain, current gain, input resistance, output resistance, we have let us consider this 1 dash as the input terminals, 2 dash as the output terminals. This is IB, this is IC, this is IL, load current. This load current is in opposite to this IC. Okay, let us calculate the first parameter, that is current gain or current amplification factor AI. The current gain or current amplification factor is defined as the ratio of output current to input current. It is given by as shown in figure 1. So this is AI is equal to IL by IB, where IL is equal to minus IC by IB, because the load current is opposite to IC current. The second equation of the CE amplifier in hybrid model is given by the second equation is nothing but current equation, output current equation. IC is equal to uh, HFE IB plus HOE VCE. This is the current equation. Since VCE is equal to ILZL, the output voltage from the circuit diagram, I will show you just now. VCE is equal to ILZL, but IL is equal to minus IC. Okay, so ILZL minus ICZL. So IC is equal to, from this equation, HFE IB minus this minus HOE VC is equal to minus ILZL. So minus ILZL. sorry, ICZL. Actually ILZL, but IL is equal to minus ICZL. So minus HOE ICZL. From this, if you take this IC this side, IC plus HOE ZL IC, by taking IC common, 1 plus HOE ZL is equal to HFE ID, the remaining term HFE ID. So HFE ID. Now IC is equal to HFE IB by 1 plus HOE ZL. By taking this IB this side, IC by IB is equal to HFE by 1 plus HOE ZL, where IC by IB, IC is the output current, IB is the input current. So this is the ratio of output current by input current is nothing but the current gain. So the current gain is equal to IC by IB. Actually, from the definition, current gain is equal to minus IC by IB. Therefore, minus of this value, minus HFE by 1 plus HOE ZL. Okay, where HFE is the forward current gain, HOE is the output admittance, ZL is the external load. Sorry, ZL is the external load, the load which is connected to the circuit. Okay, is it clear? That is very simple. Current gain is calculated by taking the second equation, current equation. IC is equal to HFEIB plus HOE VC. By taking the by substituting all the values, by simplifying, you will get AI is equal to minus HFE by 1 plus HOE ZL. Next, input impedance. Input impedance is defined as the ratio of the input voltage and the input current when looking into the amplifier. Okay, input impedance is defined the input voltage, the ratio of input voltage to the input current. Of course, it is that input voltage by input current is nothing but VBA by IB. Okay, this is input voltage, IB is the input current. So VBA by IB is nothing but input impedance. The RS is the signal source resistance. Hence, while considering input impedance, the terminals 1 1 dash will be the considered as the input. Okay, so that is don't consider the source resistance into picture. So just measure the input impedance across 1 1 dash. From the input circuit, VBE is equal to HFE IB. From the input circuit, VB is equal to, from the first equation of the hybrid model, VB is equal to HFE IB plus HRE VC. Divide this equation with IB from both sides. What will happen? You will get the input impedance VBE by IB. VBE by IB is equal to IB gets cancelled. Okay, HFE IB plus HRE VC by IB. Now this is equal to HFE plus, because for this IB gets cancelled, HFE plus HRE VCE by IB. But where VCE is equal to, VC is the output voltage. Output voltage is equal to, as we know, minus ICZL. Okay. Uh, IC is the output current. So output current is equal to current gain into IB. Current gain is equal to IC by IB. Now from this equation. I will show you. From this equation, A is equal to minus IC by IB. Now, IC is equal to minus AI into IB, like this. IC is equal to minus AI into IB. Minus minus plus, therefore AI, IB, ZL. Substituting this value in this equation, you will get ZI. This one, ZI is equal to HFE as it is, plus HRE, VC is equal to this one. AI, IB, ZL by IB. IB, IB gets cancelled. So ZI is equal to HFE plus AI into HRE, ZL. Okay, this is very, very important. These values need to remember. Or by substituting AI value in the previous equation, substituting the previous equation, that is current gain value in this one, you will get ZI is equal to HFE plus AI is equal to minus HFE by 1 plus HOE ZL into HRE ZL. Nothing is there, just simplification by substituting. Now ZI is equal to HFE minus, by taking ZI, ZL out, taking ZL out, by simplifying it, you will get ZI is equal to HFE minus HFE HRE by HOE plus 1 by ZL, where 1 by ZL is equal to YL, HOE plus YL. So ZI is equal to HFE minus HFE HRE by YL plus HOE. Simple. Okay, here nothing is there. All the H parameters values. If you know all the H parameter values, HFE, HRE, HOE, you will get the input impedance. Note that the input impedance is the function of load impedance. Okay, where YL is equal to 1 by ZL. Okay, till now we have calculated current gain and input impedance. Current gain is calculated from the current equation, that is output current equation of the hybrid model, and input impedance is calculated from the input voltage equation of the hybrid parameter model. Next one, voltage gain or voltage amplification factor. Sorry. Sorry for the break. Okay, let us come back. The voltage gain. The third parameter is voltage gain or voltage amplification factor. Okay. The voltage gain or voltage amplification factor is defined as the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. That is known to us. Here the output voltage is VCA and input voltage is VBE. So AB is equal to VCE by VBE, where VC is equal to minus IC ZL from the circuit. Output voltage VC is equal to minus IC ZL. So where IC is equal to minus AI IB. So minus gets cancelled. AI IB ZL. So divide this equation VBE VCE by VBE. So you will get this equation VCE by VBE is equal to AI IB ZL by VBE. Okay, from this VCE by VB is equal to AV. Now AV is equal to AIZL by AIZL into IB by VB. IB by VB is equal to 1 by ZL. Therefore, now AV is equal to AIZL into 1 by ZL. Sorry, ZI. So AIZL by ZI. Nothing. So AV is equal to AIZI. Sorry, ZL by ZI. Where ZL is the external load, ZI is the input impedance. AI is the current gain. If you know current gain, input impedance, you can calculate the voltage gain. Next, last parameter, that is output impedance. Output impedance is defined as the ratio of output voltage to the output current looking into output terminals. So what are the output terminals? By removing the ZL. By removing the ZL in the circuit, looking into the circuit is nothing but output impedance. Set the signal voltage V1 to 0 and connect a generator V2 in the output terminals. By the definition, the output impedance Z is given by output voltage VC by IC. Z is equal to output voltage by output current. Its input voltage VB is 0. And applying Kirchhoff voltage law to the input circuit, we have 0 is equal to the input voltage is equal to 0. So IB, HIE IB plus HRE VCE. From this IB is equal to, by taking this side, and you will get minus HFE HRE VCE by HI. Okay. Similarly, IC is equal to HFE IB plus HOE VCE. Substitute the value of IB in the MOE equation. This IB value in this equation, you will get IC is equal to HFE into minus HFE HRE VCE by HIE plus HOE into VCA. This one. Divide this equation with VCE. IC by VCE is equal to total divided by VCE. Okay, this is total. Here, this term consists of VCE, VCE. You can take out, you can cancel it out. VCE. Therefore, IC by VCE is nothing but output impedance or output admittance. Actually, admittance. This is equal to IC by VCE equal to HOE is HOE minus HFE HRE by HIE by cancelling this VCE. Okay, but here we want the admittance. Therefore, this is admittance value actually. This is admittance value, but we want impedance value. So impedance is the reciprocal of this one. That impedance is now 1 by HOE minus HRE HFE by HI. By simplifying this, admittance is equal to HO minus HF HRE by HI plus RS. Okay, this is the output admittance. Okay, from this we can summarize the four parameters. The first equation, current gain AI is equal to HFE by 1 plus HOE RL or ZL. Next, input impedance ZI is equal to HIE plus HRE AI into ZL. Next, voltage gain AV is equal to AI into ZL by ZI. Output admittance is equal to HOE minus HFE HRE by HIE plus HIE. That's it. Okay, by using these quantities, we can calculate the given circuit. So, what is the input impedance? What is the output impedance? What is the voltage gain? How much the current gain? You can calculate. So, for a given circuit, how to draw the equivalent circuit in a hybrid mode? Guidelines for analysis of a transistor circuit. First point, draw the actual circuit diagram as it is. Second, replace coupling capacitors and emitter bypass capacitor by short circuit. Replace DC source by a short circuit. In other words, short VCC and ground lines. Mark the points, base collector emitter on the circuit diagram and locate these points as a start of the equivalent circuit. Next, fifth point, replace the transistor by its H parameter model. That's it. These are the five steps we need to remember while drawing the hybrid model. Okay, let us discuss some of the problems related to these equations. First example, in a transistor amplifier, when signal changes by 0.2 to 0.02 volts, the base current changed by 10 microamperes and collector current by 1 milliamps. If collector load RC is 5 kiloohms and the load resistance RL is equal to 10 ohms, find current gain, input impedance, output impedance, and voltage gain. Here, change in IB, base current, change in IB is 10 microamps. Change in collector current is 1 milliamps. Change in VBE, signal changes, that is 0.02 volts. And RC is given as 5 kiloohms, RL is equal to 10 kiloohms. Now the current gain is, since it is a common emitter, therefore the current gain is defined as change in output current by change in input current. Output current is IC, or input current is IB. Delta IC by delta IB is equal to delta IC 1 milliamps 1 into 10 power minus 3. Delta IB 10 micro, 10 into minus 10 power minus 6. So 3 gets cancelled. This is minus 3. So minus 10, 10, 3 gets cancelled. Here 3. 1 by 10 into 3. I think this is wrong. Delta IC. Delta IC is 1 millions. Delta IC. Yeah, yeah. Okay. This is 10 more 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 6. So milli, this minus 3 gets cancelled. 10 power minus 3 here. So 10 power minus 3 into 10 into 10 power minus 3. 10 milli. This becomes 10 kilo. Therefore, here you will get 1000 actually. Okay, this is 1000 actually. It is wrongly given. So beta is equal to 1000, I think. Input impedance, that is delta VB by delta IB. Here it is directly given, therefore you can directly substitute. Delta IB is 0.02. Delta IB is 10 micro, therefore 2 kilo ohms. Here 10 actually, so 0.002 into 10 power 6. 0.002, 0.002 after 2, 10 power 2 kilo. Okay, this is correct. 2 kilo. Output impedance ZO is equal to RCRL by RC plus RL. So RCRL 5 kilo ohms, RL 10 kilo ohms, RC plus RL 5 plus 10. So total 15 kilo, therefore 3.3 kilo ohms. Voltage gain AV is equal to beta AI into ZL by ZI. So ZI here is calculated, AI is calculated, therefore ZL is given. That is uh, sorry ZO. Output impedance it is calculated 3.3. So by substituting all these values, you will get AV is equal to 165. Okay, okay. Sorry. Here 10 into 10 power minus 3. So this 10 power minus 2 remains. So therefore it is 100 only, correct. Beta is equal to 100. By simplifying this, you will get beta is equal to 100. So AV is equal to 165. So it is very simple like this. Direct substitution here. All the values are given in the problem itself. No need of circuit diagram. Here in the circuit shown below, find the voltage gain and output impedance given that beta is equal to 60, that is current gain, and input resistance is 1 kilo ohm. So from this, here we need to calculate the voltage gain and output impedance. Output impedance is given by Z1. Here two resistors are given. These two. RCRL is in parallel. Therefore, RCRL by RC plus RL. So RC is 2 kilo ohms, RL is 0.5 kilo ohms. So T kilo ohms into 0.5 divided by 2 plus 0.5 kilo ohms. So it is equal to 400 ohms. By simplifying this, you will get 400 ohms. Next, voltage gain is equal to beta into ZO by ZI. beta into zy by zi. This is equal to beta is 60. It is given. Zy is calculated just now. Zy is calculated just now. This is 400. Zi is given 1 kilo ohm. Okay, zi is 1 kilo ohm. Therefore, by substituting this beta value 60, uh, output impedance 400, input impedance 1 kilo. AV becomes 24. So, actually, whenever we look into this problem, the circuit is very typical. So, don't fear if these kind of circuits are given in the exam. Don't fear, just look what is to be calculated, what are the values are given, and what is to be calculated. By analyzing that, you can easily find out which parameter to be required to calculate. It is very simple. Next, third example. In a transistor amplifier, if RC is 10 kilo ohms, RL is 10 kilo ohms, input impedance is 2.5 kilo ohms, and beta current gain is 100. Find the output voltage for an input voltage of 1 millivolts RMS. Okay, actually the voltage gain here, only thing is we need to calculate the output voltage. Okay, the output voltage can be calculated from the voltage gain equation. Voltage gain is equal to output voltage by input voltage. So input voltage is given. So we need to calculate the voltage gain. So the voltage gain can be calculated by calculating the remaining values. Let us see. The output impedance is generally for any circuit parallel combination of RC and RN. RC by RC plus RN. So by simplifying it, output impedance is equal to you will get 5 kilo ohms. Now the voltage gain AV is equal to current gain into output impedance by input impedance. Output impedance is calculated just now. Input impedance is given in the problem. So by substituting these values, you will get voltage gain as 200. So from this voltage gain equation is output voltage by input voltage. So V1 by Vn is equal to 200. So Vn is given, but it is given in RMS value. So Vy is equal to 200 into Vn. So 200 into, sorry, RMS value. 1 millivolts, 1 into 10 power minus 3. Directly you can substitute here. So Vn is equal to 1 millivolts. 1 into 10 power minus 3. 200 into 10 power minus 3. You will get 200 millivolts. Output is equal to 200 millivolts. Okay. Like this very simple problems, direct substitution problems you will get in the examination. So no need to fear. Okay. Let us stop here. From this video lesson, let us conclude. We have discussed about common emitter amplifier circuit analysis, from which we have calculated four parameters. Those are voltage gain, current gain, input impedance and output impedance. By using these four equations, we have solved some example problems. So the example problems are very easy. Direct substitution. Okay, here these equations are current gain equation is A is equal to minus HFE by 1 plus HOE ZL or RL. Okay, where the RL is the external load resistance. So this is A is equal to minus HFE by 1 plus HOE RL, where HFE is the forward current gain, HOE is the output admittance, ZL is the load resistance. Next, input impedance is given as calculated as ZI is equal to HFE plus minus HFE HRE by 1 plus HOE ZL into ZI. Or final equation ZI is equal to HFE minus HFE into HRE by YL plus HOE, where YL is the admittance, or 1 by ZL. Next, voltage gain is calculated as voltage gain is calculated as AI ZL by ZI. AV is equal to AI ZL by ZI, or AI into ZO by ZI. Next, ZO is equal to output admittance. ZO is equal to RYO. YO is equal to HOE minus HRE HFE by HIE. So, output impedance is equal to the reciprocal of YO. By calculating, by substituting all these values, after calculation, take the reciprocal of that value, you will get impedance, output impedance. Okay, these values will be changes whenever by considering the source resistance value. Okay, the source voltage is having internal resistance, some internal resistance. If you consider that internal resistance into consideration, then these values will be changes. These are given as AIS. This is current gain with input, that is source resistance is considered. Okay. Similarly, AVS. These two values will be additional whenever the uh, source resistance is RS is considered. Next, last one. Uh, After calculating the voltage gain and current, you can also calculate the power gain, AP. Power gain is equal to the product of voltage gain and current gain. Okay, this is equal to, this also equal to AI square into RL by ZI, or ZO by ZI, ZO by ZI. So as any way you can calculate, AV is equal to AI by AI into RL by ZI. So in this way also you can calculate AI square into RL by ZI. So power gain is equal to voltage gain into current gain, product of voltage gain into current gain. Okay, these are very important analysis by using the hybrid parameter model. So in this way you can calculate, uh, you can analyze, you can calculate the characteristics of a given amplifier circuit, and you can analyze which is better one, which is not good. Okay, so now let us stop here. Thank you for watching my video lesson. If you have any queries, mail me at naar37 at the rate gmail.com, nar37 at the rate gmail.com.